I agree. Yeah. I want to see you and the kids too. And our dog. Yeah. I can't afford to bring you over here all that often, scrubbing graves. Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to move on. Plus the hostel, I think they're kind of catching on that I'm not cleaning the bathrooms anymore. All right, I'll go resign. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey there, welcome back. It's episode 17. It's gonna be our last one with Stokeseyri. If you haven't watched episode 16, go back and watch it. I've had a problem with the database. I am gonna go with the Passion 4 FM database, which means I'm gonna lose my Stokeseyri history and my win-loss record and all that stuff, and like my Icelandic scouting knowledge. But I'm not going to lose all of Iceland and the Faroe Islands as potential options for jobs. I'm going to get to keep those, and I think that's a fair trade. It is going to involve me using the editor to look at my game reputation, and I know that irks some of you that watch and are part of our community. And the reason it irks you is because people can cheat using the editor. That's what it comes down to, right? Like this button right here means the editor is installed. And it means that you can go in and change stats. You can change if someone's injured or not. You can go in and change a youth prospect's whatever it's called, potential ability to all of a sudden they're like a wonder kid or whatever. And you're just gonna have to trust me that I'm not gonna do it. I get joy out of the game in discovering new countries and new leagues, and I love finding if you watch Dominating Denmark, Per Kammersgaard came up out of the blue and was this amazing kid. He scored 63 goals when he was on the youth team. He didn't do so good once we got into the Superliga, but nonetheless, it was really cool to see. And I don't want to ruin that type of experience, so I'm just going to need you to trust me that all I'm doing is looking at my reputation so I can replicate that reputation on the new database. With that having been said, let's take a look here at the end of season review. It's coming up, isn't it? Thanks for being here early while I click through. I thought I'd already gone over to the Sunday. If you noticed, I didn't have any episodes out over the weekend. There it is. Because I was taking some time off with some really close friends of mine. Our families always get together, relaxing with my wife. It was great, but that's why no content's been out. So, great. Set new record for defeats. 6 games lost in a row is a new record. We set records. We came here to set records. Anyway, moving on. Okay, we're not going to hold team meeting. The Arborg Soccer Post. Okay, apparently I'm linked with Volsungur, which is in the second. We're going to ignore that because I wouldn't be linked with that in the new database. So I'm just gonna say no comment and see you later. We got some new best 11. All right, let's take a look at this. Agunarsson, pick of the 4 players, 19 appearances and 7 goals. He also had 4 assists in league play and 2 penalties scored and 1 player of the match. I thought, yeah, right. 684, not bad. He's got green stats. He's amazing, and he's 21. If he'll stick with Stokeseyri, he'll be quite good. Obviously, we will get to see that in the future because he's not on the team in the new database. Sorry to burst the 4th wall with you. Peter Jansson, Steinthor Gislason, and Thorgir Balvinson were the Balvinson. Really? Oh no, he's the striker. I was thinking it was the center back. I like that Budvardsson is here, man. I love you. That's awesome. Gustafsson. You guys can see all that. That's cool. The thing that also helped me make the decision for the Passion 4 FM database is like 7 or 8 members of the actual team are retiring at the end of the season, and so I would be losing them anyway, so I kind of feel like that's fair. So it's October 7th. I'll resign after we get through this, and then we'll pick up in the new database on October 7th in the same episode, so don't go anywhere. End of season awards, Christian Thor Janssen, 40%. Benjamin Oscarsson with the goal of the season. But sure, it's usually bad, but we'll watch it. We'll just see. Maybe the match engine will surprise us here. This is that game where we smashed. Is that the total score? I can't remember if we beat somebody 5-0. I'd love to know what I guess that was the total score, 4-0. I'd love to know how the match engine determines that was the best shot. that didn't look that great. I mean, it was a bottom corner, but okay. I thought we had better in the season. Gislason with the signing of the season, even though he's retiring, and Christian Thor Janssen getting the young player of the season and also the fans player of the season because he's versatile. He could play center back and kind of more of a defensive midfielder or a midfielder on like a defender, ball winning midfielder. Season review. We ended up right mid-table obscurity. Yay, 6th place. We were up at 4th at one point, and then solidly in 5th, and we just there at the end choked it away. 95 attendance, 6% full. Like, there's no actual stands at the actual Stoke City, but anyway, we'll take it. 95 is good. They squad dynamics, locker room atmosphere, very poor, but they love me. That's confusing. All right. Matches. Oh my. I don't know if I've seen it that low. 22% on the matches, but 51% overall. Not high expectations. And then injuries, preseason start date. We're not going to do that. So Stokeseyri, I know you guys have been watching the actual club. That's what's been so cool about this first part of the save. I really do hope you'll stick around and come along to see where we end up. If you guys don't know, it's a journeyman save. I'm going to bounce around in the 6 Nordic countries. We're going to try and get into bigger and bigger teams, get into the Champions League, obviously Europe first, and then the Champions League and win it all. I've not won a Champions League as a Football Manager player, so let's resign, and I'll come back in the next database, so I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Thank you for the 2 licenses you got. Oh, sorry, I guess I should show you this. Let's go look. So this is how you do I'm being completely transparent. Here's how you edit. You can click edit, and you can change your attributes. I haven't done that, and if I had, you would have noticed. It's slowly grown over the season, and then it's I think staff details. So my current reputation, I think I told you in the last episode. Yeah, I wrote it down. It's 3877. Oh, it's dropped. I'm getting choked up. It's dropped 10%. I'm down to 3566. It was 1903 on the home reputation. That's 1582. It was 649 in the world. It's 489. It's not good. Everything else is the same, but that's not good. Let me write those down real quick. 3566, 1582, 489. All right. So that's all I need to know. I think. Let me check the personal details. Name, people. I don't dislike or love anybody. Okay, Iceland. I have 10 proficiency on Icelandic, so I need to change that so it'll show up over here as a language. You'll notice my whopping minimal reputation, and I've already gotten these written down. It hasn't changed. I think the only thing you lose is the characteristics here, and then your scouting knowledge of Iceland. But that's something we're gonna have to accept because we're trying out new things with a custom database. So I'll be right back. See you later, guys. I don't even know how to resign. Okay, there it is. All right, here we go on the new database. First thing I'm doing, I've already changed the attributes, but I'm being full disclosure with you all. I'm going to the staff details, and I'm changing. I changed it earlier because I set this up before I went on my trip, and then my reputation went down. So we're going to adjust it to what it was there on the old database. Everything else is the same, and I have already done the Icelandic 10 language. The only thing we're losing here is the scouting and some of the characteristics. Got the 4312, and as you can see, I'm back to having a minimal reputation. Let's go look at the jobs. I've already got filtered to head coaches. Let's get some Norway, some top level Iceland. I'm not gonna do like the 3rd and the Group C and Group A. I'm not gonna do that because we could have been promoted to that, and I don't think it's a big enough jump. I guess I'll apply to all, and if they're interested, I'll just turn them down. Because it's gonna take too long to apply to them individually. Seems to make sense. And it's not letting me apply to these. Maybe I've already been turned down. How about that? Hello, game. Just trying to scroll up, please. All right, let's see what happens here. I will bring you back if and when we get any kind of interest. Let's just check. More people have been fired. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Karlstad BK offer a job interview. They are in the Division 2 Norra Gotaland in Sweden. Let's take a look. Just make sure they're not getting relegated, because I'm afraid of joining a team that's going to, like, disappear. No, they're in 6th. Do they still have games left? They do not. They have played all their games. So they're not getting relegated. They're in a playable division of the game. Of course I want to attend the interview. How would you have come to a relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? Soccer is a universal language. I didn't speak Icelandic. I do now. You've never managed a club team before because you don't know about my former life. I've been waiting for the right opportunity to take my first steps in club soccer. Makes the most sense since we're trying to merge the two stories here. Can you explain why you're here to be running for a few jobs? I'm considering my options. Expected standards across multiple competitions. Are you confident handling that better than our previous head coach? Well, I don't know what he did. He came in 6th, which seems pretty good, but okay. Yeah, sure. Working with limited resources. Well, if you knew about my time at Stokkseyri, yes, sir. All right, are there any job aspects which you would like us to judge you on if you're appointed? No. Okay, they don't want high-profile players. They don't want young players that are signed. So they want to develop young players. They're okay with that. Players. Or they want to sign people that are old but not high profile. I don't have any expectations. 36-13, 73 whopping euros is the average salary. Excellent. No other requests. Boom. All right, I'll bring you back and we'll see if I get another interview or an offer or whatever. All right, we're back. I know it's in here. Add remove leagues. Okay. Sweden. Or no, Norway. Bundesliga into the 2nd division. Well, then where is this team? What is the Post-Nord League? Anybody? Anybody know where this league is? That seems incorrect. Okay, leagues in focus. This is not listed as a league. Why is this here? I don't understand how they're here, and I don't. Am I crazy? Add remove leagues. Norway. Am I missing something in Norway? No, I've got all the Norway leagues. That makes me nervous that that's going to mess up somehow. Just being honest with you. They got, okay, so they got 2 games left. And if they lose those, I believe they get relegated. I don't trust this. It weirds me out from a league standpoint. I'll attend it. Okay, let's take a look here. Is this the other? That's the 3rd division team, so we're going to decline that. All right, I'm going to attend this interview, but it makes me nervous. If they offer it to me, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'll be right back. All right, we have our first offer from Skid Football, but they are getting relegated. 100%, cannot recover. And I did some research. The name of this league, the Post-Nord Ligen, wherever it's at, I guess it's just up here, is the name. I'm just gonna go back over to Wikipedia here. Is that's the name of the 2nd division. So if essentially there's 2 2nd divisions, because there's 28 teams, so they split them into 2 of 14, and the bottom 3 get relegated to the 3rd division, which is not playable in the game. So I'm going to have to walk away. That's unfortunate. So it's weird that they would offer you the job, right? Knowing they're getting relegated, but maybe it's realistic. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep looking here, and hopefully we can find something pretty soon. All right, people. Turun Palosura, which is in Finland, and they used to be a Premier Division team. They got relegated in 2014 and haven't made their way back. 2-star reputation. They pay their players. Let's just check another one randomly. Yes, they pay their players. offer me the interview. We need to, and I checked them. They're in like 7th. They're in 7th. They're not getting relegated to an unplayable division, so this has a chance. It's a 10 team league. You play each other nine times. You play the other 9 teams 3 times. 9 times would be a bit much. Top team gets promoted. Second team gets a playoff chance. Whatever you guys want. Excellent. You've never managed. Yep. Been waiting for the right opportunity. Sure. I'm merely considering my options. We understood the locker room atmosphere is much better than it was under our previous head coach. Can you assure us there'll be new problems? No problems. Not new problems. There's no I can promise you I would cultivate a healthy locker room atmosphere. Or I shouldn't imagine it would be a problem, but I would also have thought that there were more pressing concerns. Yeah, let's not be ugly in the interview. We need a job, right? The club is looking to hire a head coach comfortable working with limited resources. Are you that head coach? If you knew about my last job, but you don't. I've kind of erased it from my resume a bit. Yes, I can look after club finances. They don't want to develop players using the club's youth system. Okay, what is this? Okay, so they don't care about the youth system, but the buy young player, they don't care. You can buy players from anywhere. Great. So no philosophies. Ooh, a payroll, €81 average. Okay, we're 675 or 600 after you take care of the debt. I like it. I have no requests. I want you to hire me. That's my request. That looks tasty. Let's go to Finland. Can we get a job offer, people? All right. I'll be right back. Cross your fingers. We've got a job offer from Turun Parosura, or TPS. I like TPS. Bit easier it rolls off the tongue. 1922, I believe, is what the badge says. Okay, avoid relegation, excludes the current season. Okay, yeah, you want to pay me for that? Great. I'd rather you just paid me more wages. What would that be? That'd be like an extra, what was that? 1.3K over 52 weeks. I can't do math right now. It's like 1 a.m. that I'm recording this. Don't say I don't love you guys. I'm recording at 1 a.m. to try and get this out tomorrow. An extra 25 a week. I'm gonna ask for the extra 25 a week. We're gonna go. Can we go 325? Oh, that's risky, isn't it? Okay, 275. How about we meet in the middle? Okay, 300, which is apparently 300 a week after tax? How is that possible? We've signed a contract in Finland with TPS. All right, let's see what happens when you jump forward. Okay, welcome to TPS, all that good stuff. I have not looked at the club. We needed a job. 2-star reputation. That's got to be good for our reputation. They have a chance, right? I mean, they kind of fell off last season, coming in 7th, but they were right here, 2nd and 3rd. We could jump up. Who's our key player? Jani Virtanen. Looks pretty good. Has lots of green. Okay, I don't want to look too far at the club because, you know, that might give away what they look like. So let's just look at the facilities. Good training. Basic youth. They actually have youth recruitment and good junior coaching. That's interesting considering they don't want to use the youth. Okay, maybe they're a selling club. Okay, 10,000 per year rent on the stadium, which I'm never going to be able to pronounce. Excellent stuff. Let's look at the okay, 91,000 in the hole. Great. We're under budget, and we got a whopping €1,000 in the transfer budget. This is going to be fun, my friends. Why don't you hit that like button? Why don't you leave a comment? Let me know what you know about TPS or Yukhanen. I don't think that's how you say it. The league. This league. If you know anything, comments would be appreciated. Check out all these links that by now have popped up that you can see. And we'll see you in the next episode. Stokeseyri. Love you guys.